mean, maybe last week's end outcome isn't what you guys want, but was there something fun throughout the week to kind of designing a few new quirks, a few new plays?
Well, there wasn't really as much new that was put in last week that wasn't already in. I think it was probably repped more, the two quarterbacks in and out, but we really kind of put them in and out really for the last 3 weeks. So there was a couple other things that we would like to done probably, but the game situation and John Rice went down for a little bit, so we adjust some of that. But it's always fun to. I've enjoyed the way these quarterbacks have embraced that part of it, and they've done a good job with it. Oh, we've actually worked on that probably a month ago, and had practiced it quite a bit. But yeah, I guess this weekend was the first time we'd put that in.
How long do you work on a play like that? I mean, we've seen you work a little bit on the jet sweep with Dennis Jackson. I mean, how long do you work on a play like that before you use it?
Well, you like to try to get it in, if you practiced on, 3-4 days a week, probably at least 2 times a week. Some of these, you practice quite extensively in August, and then depending on the game plan or what have you, whether you use it or not. But if you're not practicing at all during the week, there's always a play or two that maybe you didn't practice during the week that situation calls for it. For most of the time, you're working at least 2 to 3 times a week.
What are the intangibles that go into a team learning to win, getting over the hump?
Yeah, that's a loaded question. I think there's a lot of coaches talk about the process and doing things every day. Not so much looking at the scoreboard and the points, but doing the things that allow you to win every play, or at least win more plays than you lose. And that's what Coach Luke and all of us coaches have tried to emphasize, because we have so many young players that there might, on each side of the ball might be 80 to 90 plays a game. You got, 30 to 40 on special teams, and you just want to compete and try to win every play. Don't look at the scoreboard, and then when it's all over, look up and hope you won more than you lost.
It seems like half the offense is banged up this week. What is the objective for practice with so many guys limited or maybe not able to go?
Yeah, we do it's a pretty large list, and you probably could expect that with 8 straight games and being a little banged up. And I think we're a little banged up in that game. But we'll practice Tuesday, Wednesday, get good practices in, and we'll go with what we got. The guys that are banged up will do what they can and try to get healthy, and then we're hoping, with a couple of days off, we convene on Sunday that we can get a lot of them back. I don't know if all of them will be back then, but I mean everybody's dealing with it. The problem with us is that we're pretty thin offensively to begin with, experience-wise especially, and so nearly everybody that's going to be going in and taking reps are going to be true freshmen. So that's a little scary, and that'll limit some of the things that we work on.